Alright, Shalom, brothers. Your brother Ratazat Allah from GMS London camp. First and foremost, give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Just a breaking news, a double honors to apostles, Rakatam to the elect. It's breaking news. They just announced in London that they're going to militarize the police and then they're going to have armed guards on the streets of London, around about 600 of them, around the London area, in case of a terrorist attack. So now, you can might as well say that, you know, London's a military police state now. As you can see in this news coverage, you got the soldiers behind the new militarized police uniform behind the guy, the reporter, and this is going down right now, man. This looks like a scene out of fucking V for Vendetta, or the films like Children and Men. And it's going down, man. This is beautiful, man. To see this, man. And look, they even got patients, or they're even practicing the drill, and they got people lying, you know, kneeling down on the floor, ready to be arrested, or basically ready to get shot in the face. Because when they announce martial law, the military rule makes the laws, basically, man. It's a war type law. Well, basically, there's going to be lots of casualties, because that's what happens in war. You get casualties of war. So this is what's going to happen, man. It's going to get gully out here. It's going to get gory. And, you know, this is the time of Jacob's trouble that the Lord was talking about, man. We're right in the midst of it. And it's going to go down, because they've been saying that all these terrorist attacks are in Europe, have been happening predominantly in so-called neutral areas in Europe, and now London's going to be next, and they're basically preparing for the worst, because obviously, you know, the government, the UK government, just like the US government, are going to orchestrate these false flag attacks as they've been doing. And this one's obviously going to be a devastating shock to the system of London, where they're going to have to have these precautions, militarizing the police out there, man. So it's beautiful, man. These devils keep doing what they're doing, push forth this RFID, the martial law. So Lord willing, sooner rather than later, Yahweh Shai, who's the Lord and Savior of the nation of Israel, can come and deliver his elect. And that's the end and be all of this damn devil ruling in this nation, on this earth anymore, man. It's going to be the end of him and his rule, and he's going to go into slavery for 1,000 years. So, yeah, man, breaking news, man, breaking news. London's going to be militarized. It's a police state. Not only Big Brother with the cameras now you got the actual martial law troops, 600 of them to be on the streets of London. Look at them, man. They even got the bikes like Judge Dredd and shit. It's going to get gory out here, man. It's going to be a movie in living colour for real. So all these niggas that was talking shit, prepare, man, get ready, man, because you're going to be the casualties of war. You're going to, the 2/3 is going to be in them internment camps and get your head shot. And the nigga woman, you're going to get your head blasted and taken off your damn shoulders, all that damn weave on your damn head. And all you scoffers on the comment boards, what you got to say now, man? What you got to say now, man? Anyway, I'm going to close out. Give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Rakatam to the apostles of Great Millstone, who continuously push this truth 100%. 100% truth, and Rakatam to the elect, the hopeful elect round the four winds, man. I'll say Shalom.
The likelihood of the more sophisticated, multi-pronged attacks targeting the UK.
There's a whole spectrum of things that we have to be concerned about. You know, we get groups plotting, and they're worrying, obviously. But then we have seen cases where sometimes people are vulnerable and psychiatrically ill, and they're targeted for that reason, or they are, you know, radicalised in some way. So one of the things that this is not the only thing we're doing. We're increasing the number of neighbourhood officers we have. So we want the public to tell us when they're worried about somebody. If you know somebody who's psychiatrically ill, behaviour changes, and start to express violent views, then please tell us. If a family member is starting to behave and become radicalised about their beliefs about these extreme forms of Islamism, that is not about of Islam, but certainly about Islamism. If they start to express extreme views, starting to talk about violence, then tell the police. If you start to see different sorts of behaviour that worry you, it might worry us. But if you tell us, we can check it out. So the best defence is people who notice things that are suspicious. And it's very hard to give a precise list of what that is. But we all know it when we see it. And that's when you should tell the police or somebody else that you, in authority, will let us know. And then we'll investigate. And if there's not a problem, nothing's lost. But if there is, we know about it.
Okay, Commissioner, thank you very much indeed for talking to us live on Sky News there, Sir Bernard Hogan. How really putting out the message that the public need to play their part as well, because when you're trying to get intelligence on people that might be planning something, if they're a lone individual, it's much more difficult to pick up on that kind of intelligence because they're not interacting with people. You can see the specialist firearms officers here should just say that beyond that they have armed response vehicles as well. These are the kind of vehicles that you see in London and many major centres of population on a daily basis, out and about, responding to gun crime, of course, as a matter of course, but also available to deal with counter-terrorist related issues as well. So we'll leave you from here for the moment, but this is the start of Operation Hercules, a much more proactive approach from the police to be out there to keep potential terrorists guessing in terms of their tactics, not knowing where they might have a vehicle checkpoint or an armed operation at any given time.
Mark, thanks very much indeed. Mark White there.